The following presentation has been paid for by the Shadaloo Evening Traveler, Citizen's Choice since 1980X, and by Psychodrive, the driving force in energy and innovation.
Happy Halloween, comrade! I'm Red Nakano, Senior Executive Vice Senior President of Shadaloo's Department of Treasury. And look,
I know what you're thinking.
we don't celebrate Halloween here in Shadaloo. I know, okay, but like America's Halloween falls on a Tuesday. It's an excuse to dress up, and don't you sit there and pretend that I don't look good in this uniform, okay? Okay. But yes, Halloween is not a holiday that we celebrate here in Shadaloo. The most you'll see are like Halloween parties or themed nights in clubs around the more touristy areas of Shadaloo City and Bisonopolis. In pockets up north, you might even see some trick-or-treating. One of the few leftover traditions from our days as an English colony. God save the Queen, or whatever. Anyways, and today we'll be looking at... Oh wow, it's a bowl of Halloween candy. Like American Halloween candy. Sorry, pardon my lack of enthusiasm, or just my general hesitation. Come here. America, you know I love you, right? I mean, like, I like you, but not like you, like you. That's more like than I actually like. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're okay, you're fine, you're a perfectly acceptable country. It's not that I don't like you, it's just that I don't like you. I don't like you. You're actually the worst. I f***ing hate you so much. I hate you. Our two countries are bound in a legal sense as allies under the banner of the Allied Nations. But like, come on! You know the rest of the world thinks your candy is shit, right? Like, it's really bad. It is so bad that there are countries where American candy is illegal, Shadaloo included. This basket was supposed to have Skittles in it. It does not. The Skittles did not make it past customs. There are literal horrors beyond my comprehension being developed right now, just a few staircases away in Shadaloo Labs, and I can't get Skittles in my Halloween basket. That's how bad your candy is, America. But, let's see what we did get. I'm gonna start off with some Kit Kats. Familiar territory for us, actually. We have Kit Kats in Shadaloo. They're a pretty common import from Japan. We get a lot of the wild and weird flavors that Japanese Kit Kats are known for. What I didn't know before we began production was that American Kit Kats are actually the weird ones in the grand scheme of things, because they're made by an entirely different company than the rest. Hershey. Everywhere else, Nestle. Our Halloween flavors of Kit Kats are Breakin' Bones and Witch's Brew. They're both white cream, but the Witch's Brew makes it a point to say there's marshmallow flavor in there as well. If there was, it wasn't very noticeable. Overall, a very disappointing start. And then, significantly less Halloween themed, we have a Heath Bar. This should be a slam dunk by all accounts. It's just some milk chocolate around English toffee. It's fine. Like, the problem with most American chocolate is they use far less cocoa, but then try to compensate with more sugar. It's depressing. The toffee, it's more almondy than buttery. Again, just eh. And we're already like halfway through, and I'm just hoping that we can find like something, just one thing that's even good. Maybe Reese's Peanut Butter Pumpkins? I mean, peanut butter and chocolate, you can't possibly go wrong with that, right? It went wrong. I mean, we already went over the chocolate issue earlier, but it's the peanut butter. It's less of a butter and more of like a crumble. Like there's so much sugar in there that it transforms the consistency of the peanut butter. It's the most flavorful one that we've had so far, but that doesn't make it any less of a tragedy. Hershey's Cookies and Cream Fongs. Sorry, Fangs. Fangs. Our third cream-flavored candy, only this one has cookie bits inside instead of wafers. At least it's a fun shape. The packaging actually encourages you to like bite out and shape your fangs and then take pictures of it. A few of mine should be playing right now. Honestly, it's silly that the most fun I've had with this candy is having my picture taken with it instead of eating it, but here we are. And then payday bars. Halloween candy. Retail price, $24. And how much in Bison dollars? $3.96. No wonder they put drugs and razor blades and copies of Aliens Colonial Marines in the candy. And today, we'll be looking at a Blu-ray copy of Hellraiser. Now, is there anything better on a chilly fall night than curling up on the couch, comfy with a bowl of popcorn and watching a spooky movie? Perfect for the Halloween season, right? Well, I know what you're thinking. But Red Meccano, I live in America. Why would I want to watch a horror movie when every day of my life is a waking nightmare? Well, it's a matter of genre, really. See, I recently got back from an extended stay in America. You know, really entrenching myself in the culture and experiencing the day-to-day lives of your average, everyday Billy America. You could say that I know more about being an American than most Americans. You could say that. You could. The kind of horror that Americans experience isn't vampires and demons and witches and other questionably attractive creatures of the night. See, American horror is just like the most plain and boring cyberpunk that you could possibly imagine. The robots are bad at making art. People can't go out and go to that cool noodle stand in the rain because they don't have any money. Also, that noodle stand is just a strip mall Panda Express. Ha ha ha! Capitalism! And that's what makes Hellraiser such perfect escapism fantasy. How the hell do I even describe this movie? It's delightfully creepy, and I think that's an important point to make. It's not scary, it's creepy. You won't find a lot of cheap jump scares in Hellraiser, but it is saturated in mood and imagery that will have your head filling in the blanks with the worst things your imagination could possibly come up with. It's Madame Bovary, but with demons. You've read Madame Bovary, right? Gustave Flaubert. It's a book. Okay, so books are, not to get too Shadalooed here, but Hellraiser is responsible for at least a third of the kinks you're currently into. Even if you've never seen Hellraiser, especially if you've never seen Hellraiser. The film also stars Andrew Robinson, who also plays Garrick in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So, connection? Because I'm wearing a DS9 uniform. The Midnight Madness Series Blu-ray release of Hellraiser. Retail price, $12.31. And how much in Bison dollars? $2.01. Jesus wept.
How Much in Bison Dollars is brought to you by the Shadaloo Broadcasting Network and with support from comrades like you. Thank you.